maybe not. Maybe, oh. This is Romance for Beginners. These are books that I recommend if you're new to the romance genre and you don't really know where to start, because I was there once too. I used to be like a thriller, horror only girly, and now I'm like mostly romance girly, but I still read those other genres. But within the romance genre, there are subgenres. So I have different book recommendations for different subgenres within the romance genre, and I'm so excited to share some of my favorite books with you today and some of my favorite romances. These love stories are so amazing. They will hold a special place in your heart until your dying breath, because they hold a special place in my heart, and I'm so excited to share these recs with you. Let's get into it. One of my favorite subgenres of romance is impactful and emotional romance. I love to cry when I read, okay? What can I say? I love it. I think it's great. And I love being able to read words on paper that make you cry. I feel like that is an instant 5 out of 5 stars for me, because when an author can do that, I think that's really good writing, just in my opinion. So I have 3 impactful and emotional stories for you today. I hope you love them just as much as I do, because I love these authors and their work. First up, we have Anything and Everything by Kennedy Ryan. She is an auto-buy author for me. I have loved every single one of her books that she's ever put out. This book is called A Kingmaker. This is part of a duology. Absolutely incredible. Okay, this is about 2 different worlds colliding. The relationship dynamic is amazing. The romance, the plot, the impactfulness of this story is incredible. But also we have Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan as well. This is my absolute favorite book by her. Okay, I will never, ever shut up about how much I love this book. It helped me through such a dark time in my life. I will forever be grateful that Kennedy Ryan decided one day to wake up and write this book, because I literally want this tattooed on my body. I have thought about it. I just don't know what I want yet. But this helped me like as a mom, and I love the second chance in this book. They are divorced and they come back together, and I think it's so beautiful and it's so well written. And honestly, any of Kennedy Ryan's books are so incredibly amazing. They're so well done, and you feel every single emotion from these characters. You are fully immersed in these stories, and they will literally never leave your brain forever, okay? I'm talking, you turn that last page and you're still thinking about them 4 years later. Like, I'm not kidding. Super, super incredible. Highly recommend Kennedy Ryan and her work. I actually have 4 book recommendations for impactful and emotional. I forgot I had the other one in my pile. But this is Wonderlight by Tina Spencer. This is an indie author. I don't think this book is talked about enough. It is so amazing. Slow burn. You have so much character development within these pages. I love the writing style. I really connected to it, and I really connected to the characters. And I think when an author can make you do that, it's like an instant 5 out of 5 stars for me. I love this book. I will continue to reading Tina Spencer's work, and you really need to check this one out. I also have When We Had Forever by Shailene Gandhi. This was a 6-star read for me, okay? 6 stars. This book is so good. I literally was crying within the first half of the book. The twist is insane. I'm not going to say any more because I'm not going to give away the plot. I'm a spoiler-free queen. But you need to read this book, okay? I promise you, you will love this just as much as I did. The next subgenre is those books that give you butterflies in your stomach, okay? I'm talking giggling, kicking your feet, like, you know, the late 90s, early 2000s rom-com movies. You know that feeling that you have when you watch those? Yeah, these are those books, okay? I'm so excited to share these book recs with you because I adore these books. I will never, ever shut up about them. They are incredible. These authors' works are just so memorable, and you will absolutely fall in love with these stories just as much as I did. First up, we have The Love of My Life, B.K. Borison. I will read her grocery list, okay? I love this woman. I love this author. I love her characters. I love her work. But First Time Caller has such a special place in my heart. This was one of my top reads of 2024. Okay, this is Sleepless in Seattle inspired. The banter, the tension, the slow burn, okay? Lucy goes onto this romance hotline, which is hosted by Aiden, and they're trying to find her a date, all right? You want to know what happens? She don't find a date with none other than Aiden, all right? Absolutely top notch. And she's also a single mom. I love that. I'm usually not a single mom girly, but it worked. It worked in this book. And I think B.K. Borson did such an incredible job with this book that absolutely everyone should love it. And if you don't, maybe reevaluate and reread, because you should. This book is amazing. Next up is Forget Me Not by Julie Soto. So this book, oh my goodness, when I read this, I literally fell in love so hard. This could be a movie. It's so incredible. I love it. She's a wedding planner. He's a florist. They're exes having a second chance at romance, and I loved it. I loved the tension. I was so giddy reading this, but I was also so emotional. And I love Julie Soto's writing. I think it is incredible. It is so bingeable. You can't put it down. Like, you'll be sitting there eating, reading, sleeping. This book will be in your hands, okay? Absolutely amazing. You need to add this to your TBR right now. Another auto-buy author for me is Tara DeWitt. I love her so much. She's amazing, okay? Savory is in a small town. He's a chef. She is sunshine and rainbows, and he's like a rain cloud. I love it. I ate this book up so fast. My belly hurt, all right? Love, love, love. She has such incredible books like Funny Feelings, The Co-op. She has Left to Forever coming out. Absolutely amazing. You need to read Tara DeWitt's books. I promise you. I promise. Trust me that you will love her books. They are so amazing. This is a very specific subgenre, but we're gonna talk about it, okay? Cowboy romance. Yeehaw! Like save a horse, ride a cowboy. Am I right? First up, we have Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. Oh yeah, this is a good time, okay? He spits whiskey into her mouth. Yeah, some people might not like that. Some, but not me. I like that. I think it's hot. I think it was so good. And you really need to read this series. And plus, look at the covers. Isn't this so cute? Like, it's like cartoon, but like real people. It's like such a mix, and I absolutely love it. We have the queen of cowboy romance, okay, Miss Elsie Silver. Bow down to her, all right? This is the first book in the series, Flawless. This is about Summer and Rhett, and she becomes like his PR agent. Oh, so good. But hear me out, okay? Book 2, Heartless, with Daddy Cade and Willa. Oh my gosh, he's a single dad. She's the nanny. Literally ate that book up. Ate it up. I love Elsie Silver's work. I will read every single one of them, okay? She is incredible. Her writing is unputdownable, and she's amazing. I mean, there's nothing else. I don't even have words to describe how much I love Elsie Silver's books. And if you love Flawless, you need to read her next series. The first book is Wild Love. Holy cow. I mean, honestly, the covers are stunning. It's absolutely stunning. The third book comes out really soon. Oh my goodness, you guys don't even understand. You don't understand. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. And you will be too. You will be too if you read Elsie Silver, because she is so worth every single second of your reading time. I promise you, you will love her just as much as I do. Next up, we have like a thriller with romance, okay? So this is thriller with a little bit of romance. This is sapphic romance. It's got a huge twist. I mean, like, literally, I was staring at a blank wall for 3 to 5 business days trying to process this book. Absolutely incredible. This is a masterpiece of thriller romance, all right? The romance is very little. I'm just saying, it's little, but it is so good. It works into the plot, and I think Lane Fargo's writing is superb, and I really think she cultivated an absolute perfection of a book with this one. Oh my goodness, I could go on all day about how much I love They Never Learn. I literally think about this book at least 2 to 3 times a week. I'm not kidding. And now we have romance with thriller, okay? So Catherine Cowles is the queen of romantic suspense. Her books are amazing. This is the first book in the series. This is Whispers of You. She does have several series of romantic suspense. She does it so well. It's slow burn, but you've got plot, you've got romance, you've got a twist, you've got a villain that you will never guess, okay? I can't ever guess the villain right. I always think I get close. But then I'm like, there's no way. And then there is no way because I never get it right. And I love that. I love having that suspense when I'm reading, but then you also get the romance. And I think it's like a perfect combination. And Catherine Cowles does it absolutely amazing. Next up, we have Introduction to Dark Romance. Okay, so first up, we have Corrupt by Penelope Douglas. This is a little bit darker, so check trigger warnings, but I think this is a really great start to your dark romance journey, okay? So this is part of a series. This is book 1. We have 4 books and 2 novellas. This isn't my favorite book in the series. This isn't, okay? Kill Switch and Hideaway and Nightfall are definitely my favorite. Those are book 2, 3, and 4. But Corrupt is where you have to start because there is kind of like an ongoing plot and you meet all the characters and you have to learn to fall in love with them from the beginning. Okay, so I really think Penelope Douglas did amazing with this series. It is so good. This is called the Devil's Night series, and I love these characters. Now, this couple isn't my favorite, but I still love them. I still hold a place in my heart for them. And I'll never forget these books. And also the playlists are incredible, okay? I listen to the playlists that go with these books and it really put me into the story. And I love that. I love listening to music while I read. And I just really recommend the Devil's Night series. It's a really, really good start for your dark romance journey. Next up, we have Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. This is a really, really good introduction to dark mafia romance specifically. I love Sophie Lark's work, okay? I will bow down to her. I will kiss the bottom of her feet if she asks me to. I'm not kidding, okay? She knows how much I love her, and honestly, Brutal Prince is so good. This is the first book in the Brutal Birthright series, and then you also have your spin-off series, The Kingmakers, which is absolutely amazing. That's like Hogwarts meets dark romance. So, so, so good. Totally recommend this, but this isn't my favorite book in the series. My favorite book in the Brutal Birthright series is Broken Vow. Okay, this is Grumpy Sunshine. He protects her. Oh, I love this book. I love the spice in this book. It is very, very well done. You know, all the spice in the I can't speak. All the spice in the Brutal Birthright series is so well done. You not only are immersed in the plot, but then you get that romance, which I love. And so, you know what? This is a really, really good start if you want dark romance, but you want it mafia, but you don't want it too dark. You know what I mean? You don't want to be scared off. This is the best place to start. Sophie Lark is incredible. She also has other books called There Are No Saints, which is part of a duology. That is a lot darker than these ones. So check trigger warnings first, but enjoy. If you're looking to get into paranormal romance, I have 3 book recommendations for you. We're going to start off with a YA paranormal romance. This is one of my favorite books of all time. Okay, she is well loved. This is Blood and Chocolate by Annette Klaus. This was actually made into a movie. Do not watch the movie. Okay? Do not. I'm watching you. Do not watch it. This book is so good though. I love this. This is YA, so there's no spice. But I think it's a great start to romance. You know, if you're really looking to get into the genre and you don't want spice, this is for you, all right? I love it. It's werewolves. It's incredible. And you know, it kind of has this like little bit of a cliffhanger ending and there's no more books. But I like it. It works. It works for this story. I've read this book, gosh, 10, 15 times. I've seen the movie, absolutely disown the movie. Okay, But this book is one of my favorites. If you're looking to get a little bit spicier, you've got Bride by Ali Hazelwood. This is adult paranormal romance, werewolves, vampires, arranged marriage. Absolutely amazing. Ali Hazelwood's books are incredible. They are chef's kiss. I literally will eat them up every single time. She writes so well. Her characters are so likable, and her romance feels tangible. Like you could reach out and grab it. That's what I think I love the most about Ali Hazelwood, and Bride is no exception. There is nodding, so look that up before you read this book. It has nothing to do with animals. These are people. But I'm just letting you know that this has that in there. So if you're uncomfortable with that, don't read this. But I love this book. I will forever recommend it, and I will never, ever shut up about it. If you're looking to be way more spicy with your paranormal romance, Tricky Magic by L.L. Campbell. This is spicy. Okay, sit up and listen. All right, this book is spicy. But I really, really like it, and I really, really want to recommend it to you because he used shadows. Put her against a tree. Yeah. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. This is, I think, her debut novel. Don't quote me on that, but this part of a series, absolutely amazing. The writing is so addictive, the characters are likable, and the spice is spicing, especially with the Shadow Daddy. You get a 2-for-1 special, okay? You get a Shadow Daddy and it's spicy. Like, what more could you want? Highly, highly recommend this one. For fantasy romance, I have so many recommendations I want to recommend to you guys, but I just don't have the time to recommend my entire library to you. So I have 3 book recommendations if you're looking to get into fantasy romance. So much love for these books, okay? Here we go. So Trial of the Sun Queen by Nisha Tolley. This is like The Bachelor meets The Hunger Games. Yeah, it is so good. It's slow burn. It's slow burn, so be prepared, okay? We don't get to like the spice until book 2, which is great, especially if you're new to fantasy romance. It is more plot heavy, fantasy based. I love it. This writing in this book is impeccable. I think this is one of the best books to come out of fantasy romance, in my personal opinion. And I don't see this book talked about enough, okay? Nisha Tolley is such an incredible author. Her writing is so addictive, and not only that, but you feel every emotion that these characters are feeling. And you feel like you are in the story. Like, for me, when I'm reading, I can see a movie in my head. And a lot of times, like, I'm like, okay, I can watch the movie, but then there are times that I'm like, I'm in the movie. Does that make sense? And this was that book. This was that book. It was so good. I will never forget it. Highly, highly, highly recommend reading this. This is part of a completed series, so you can pick up all the books and binge read them. I definitely recommend doing that because you will not want to put this story down. Next up, we have The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. Oh, I will go to my grave talking about this book. Okay, this is part of a series, is incomplete. But the first 2 books, this one and the second one, are about one couple, and then the next books are going to be about different couples. So you've got an ongoing plot, but the romance changes within the books, okay? This is like Underworld meets Hunger Games. Yeah, with vampires and creatures. Oh my goodness, I will never shut up. I will never shut up. Like, this book is so good. Rain is a top tier book boyfriend. Oh my like raw. Next question. Okay, so good. So good. I love the fantasy and the plot with romance. Like, it is such a good balance within this story. And I really, really think that this book needs to, like, be commemorated on, like, the Hall of Fame for books or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how else to put it. Like, this book is so good. I love Carissa Broadbent. I love her writing. It is absolutely immersive and addictive, and yeah, I'm like out of breath now. I'm out of breath because I have so much love for this book. Okay, read it now. Someone needs to stop me. Okay, I need to chill out. Chill pill, Laura. All right, the last book. All right, you guys ready for this? Fantasy romance, Quicksilver. Were you watching this video and didn't think I'd bring this up? Because I've talked about this book way too many times, and I will continue talking about this book way too many times. Alright, this book is amazing. Fae, witches, vampires, all the things. Alright, it is so good. It's so addictive. The ending, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I need book 2. I need book 2. Okay, book 2 comes out this year. So you could start this like sometime now and you'd be good to go because book 2 comes out soon. Absolutely incredible. I can't talk about Fisher enough. Fisher, yeah. He's the main character. The main male character. Sorry, I should clarify that. He is the main male character, all right? Fisher is just so memorable. He's so memorable. I love the romance. I love the plot. I love the writing. I personally thought it was addictive and it's easy to read too. So for fantasy romance, it's easy to read, easy to follow along. This is a great start in your fantasy romance journey. And you know what? I hope you love Fisher just as much as I do, but I don't think that's possible because I really love him, okay? Really do. I'm done now. I'm done. I promise. Just read this book, please. I'm just gonna double fist it. Like I was in college. Shouldn't say that on camera. Okay, anyway. Those are just some romance book recommendations that I recommend that you start with within the different subgenres of romance. These are so good. I love these books. I love these authors. I will never shut up about them. And yeah, so that's just some book recommendations I had for you today. And I hope you love them just as much as I did. And happy reading, book besties.